about it all day to day. The world we know's about to waste away. On both sides and in between, we're seeing things that we've never seen. Our little piece of paradise is turning out to be not so nice. In a world so full of greed, do we are heading in to the school. Okay. Tonight we have Rebecca and David Parker. David has been here with us before, and it was a pretty interesting evening. So like a lot of these floors have just completely fallen out. See if we're getting any hits on any of these meat. We're coming upstairs. Ooh, I just felt something right here. Well, here's where I saw the shadow. This is the classroom. We're back. Did you miss us? We need to go scout and get some chairs. I'm going to take some flashlights. I don't think we need it on the full moon, but we're going to go ahead and have the EM pump running in here. When the tripod moved before, it would be nice to see them lights light up, and then it really lets us know. Get that sign in. Come on. Now we're going to go take a walk around here. Hello. Nothing. Some chairs. You got that? Mm-hmm. Why are all the doors shut today?
I don't know.
That's kind of weird. They're usually open.
Yeah.
Good hit. 25. 25 on the millimeter. 1, 2. Who's here with us? Who's making the millimeter go off? Wait, 1. Who's here with us? I want to be kind of facing this way because of the tripod's getting. Who moved the tripod last time? Can you do it again? Are you here with us? Can you move it? Be aware of these lights here and if they should shift. David saw it, huh, David?
Yeah.
And how did that look when you seen that? What did it look like?
It looked like it was from in that corner, moved over here.
David saw the tripod move this way. We were sitting over here at the pentagram. I'm going to go out in the hall and stand out in the hall a little while. Let's see if anything is down here. Is anybody here with us? Can you make a noise? Can you make a noise? Was that door open before? Wasn't I commenting that all them doors were shut?
Yeah.
Well, why is that door open?
That's the one we got chairs out of.
No, the one down there.
Oh.
These doors were shut. Who's here with us? Can you come up to me? I want to peek in these rooms. Make sure we're alone. We want to keep this one shut because of the lights of the cold. Fire department. It's really muddy and sludgy up here. It's really not cold enough to have breath, is it? Maybe we should shut this door. Ew, this is gross. Just shut it so we don't draw out of country. Ew, this is muddy. Is anybody here with us? Who moved the tripod last time we were here? That's me. Anybody here with us? Or 0.4, 0.2, 0.1, 0.1 still, 0. So we are getting hits in the millimeter. Who's the one that moved the tripod last time we were here? Who's Nelson? We got an EVP, it said Nelson. Who's Nelson? We also got the name Kate or Cat. Who's that? We got some other EVPs here too. We got the name Tony twice. And then 2 weeks after the investigation, a couple weeks later, he died. He got killed logging. So, why did you tell me the name Tony twice? Did you know Tony was gonna die? Did somebody here already know Tony was gonna die? Let's go back in the classroom where we got these names actually last time. Because this is where we picked up the EVPs. And now it should be getting charged in here. We got the EM pumps been running for a little while. Is anybody here with us? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? You heard it. Because you looked. Did you hear that noise over there? Hit that door. You heard the noise, right? What is that? Put this stuff on the ground. When we start to get loud, shit starts to happen. Always. I got the laser grid. In the brand new battery. So you know what we're gonna do? I want to shut this off. It's 10:38. Saturday night? Yeah. There's a pentagram here on the floor and it does illuminate. With the number 666 right here. I want to go out in the hallway. It's about 10:45. Let's go stand in the hallway and see if anything's here wants to make its presence known. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Did you hear that, Rebecca? Mm-hmm. Where was it? Over there somewhere. Over here? It was like a knock, right? Who's here with us? Can you come over to me? Who's that? Who's that? Because that was a door slamming, wasn't it? Did you hear it? K2 was just going off. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Droops. 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 What is that? Did we open that door or did we leave it closed? The furthest one? No, the first one right here. Yeah, that one left open. Yeah. So we got them closed on this side. In that first classroom, did we ever go in that first classroom?
I don't think we did.
Because I want to go in there because that's probably where they'll hide right now. See, we've heard doors slam here before. Standing right here.
Right there.
And I kind of turned this way and saw the shadow. Right there's where I saw the shadow. Point one in the mouth. Who's here with us? Who was the lady that was standing in this doorway last time we were here? Is there a doppelganger here? Who's the doppelganger? There is one here. David, maybe you can tell the story what you saw. David's running the camera right now, but according to his story, he told me. Let me know if I'm wrong, David. We were in here is where the pentagram is, and David saw Carolyn here. He saw Carolyn with the fanny pack on. Okay, lean in like this. And look at him. Carolyn was sitting in the room with us at the same time, complete with her wearing a little fanny pack. We call that a doppelganger. But they were both in the same place at the same time. That's what I find interesting because I was under the impression that couldn't happen. And I believe David, full-heartedly believe David that he saw that. We also had the tripod scoot across the floor here. We had our flashlights on the tripod. And that tripod moved in the room. It was just Carolyn, me, and David were here. And that tripod scooted across the floor. We're going to stand out here in this hallway and see if anything wants to communicate with us. Is that shadow person here tonight? Can you come out and show yourself again? I saw you. Can you come over by me? Can you tell me your name? Here, go ahead and put that tripod here.
11:20.
Okay. I'm going to run a couple EVPs. So we are up in the classroom, in front of the pentagram again. That's my dog. Ooh, 1.5. 1.5 on the mill. Who was that? Can you come by us? What was that? That wasn't your mama, right? Did you hear that over there? Sounded like a little piece of that metal moved on the floor. Did you hear it? Yes. Can you come by? Can you come? Can you come? Did you move something? It's coming up on midnight. Be aware that, things probably could start happening. David was sitting, what was that? Did you hear it? David was, was that your mom? No. You didn't just make a noise, did you hear it? Yeah. Did you hear it? Where was it, next to you? Mm-hmm. Where? Point. Somewhere here. Okay, so we're getting some random noises in this room.
Who did I see standing in the doorway?
That's it. Keeps me sane. So we are hearing noises in this room, and that's how it started the last time. Did you hear that? It's like a shuffle in the hallway there. I heard a shuffling noise. So David's a little nervous to come back over here, but he saw something like this. Like this. You didn't like this at you?
Yeah.
I feel a creep factor out here. Who's here with us? Yeah, it starts to get a little bit more energy feeling. Has anybody got a light? Are they flashing over here? Nobody's got any flashlights on right now? No. Okay, because I just seen some light right here. A soft light, but only about this big. Yesterday was Christmas, and it was a full moon. We can start to feel this energy's building in this room right now. I think it's important who you bring with when you investigate.
It is now 12
o'clock.
Strike at 12 just happened. What was that? Saw something right here. Like the shadow behind it moved. There was just movement in that shadow area there, like that. Something's got the strength enough to move that tripod. Last time we had. Who's that? Did you hear it? What did it sound like?
It sounded like someone took a step. Just one single step.
Ooh, we got 3.3 on the millimeter.
Like
What was that? You hear that? Ooh, did you hear it?
Yes.
I know Carolyn does not want anything to be touching her. You don't want nothing to touch you. Okay. So if anybody's here with us, I'm not sure if something just might have touched me a little bit on my shoulder, but I'm like right here. I'm not sure if that was the chair, but I kind of have to lean back to touch that spot. Can you touch me? So it'll verify what we're hearing. What was that? The light just shut off.
Yeah.
Did it go dead?
No. What was it? What was it? What was it? I'm feeling a lot of energy. Come here with that millimeter, David. A lot of energy right here. Point that out.
Oh, 0.2.
Point 2. Point 3. You gotta call it that. Point 1. So, I just went to, a flashlight shut off over there. So I went over here and turned it back on, and I felt a very large amount of energy. And we're at a 0.2 and a 0.3 on the millimeter. I'm kind of a millimeter myself now, you know what I'm saying? You feel that enough times and you will know what that feels like without a millimeter. The flashlight here on the tripod went out, it was shut off. But it's not that at all. It's the brightest one there. So I went over there to turn it back on, and it was charged. It was very charged over there. By the time you got there, it was a 0.2 and then a 0.3.
And I was like, right there, it was a 1 and 3. Then when I got closer, it was a 2.
Yeah. So I'm like, come over here, because I felt it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, see? No.
Right as soon as you started talking and walking, I just got 3.7.
3.7 on the millimeter.
Good job. It just randomly dropped 5 degrees. And it's keeping.
0.1. Who's here with us? What was that? Did you just pump your foot? Did you hear it? You did?
No.
It was a stomp on the ground. Things are starting to wake up here. It's got a 0.1. We're taking a little coffee break, and David's gonna throw that sheet up there for us. Fling that up the other way, this side. Come up around the back. Yeah. Alright. If anybody's here with us, can you make a noise in this room? Was that there over there?
Who's over here somewhere?
Can you come and touch one of us? Me or her? Rebecca or myself? What do you see up there? You seem like a little misty, like a little cloud up there. A little slightly illuminated. Look at that. Oh, we're getting 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2, 0.7, 13. What is it doing? It's going crazy.
That is weird.
I never seen that before. Did you see that? You guys saw it, right?
It looks so good.
Wow. So, this millimeter just, whoa, 2.1 went by my head. It was over here to touch my face, and it went to 2.1 when it got to my head, so. I kind of feel like something's kind of squeezing my head, believe it or not. Seriously? I feel like something's kind of got the front of my head and the back of my head. And I just feel like pressure, not fingers, but I just feel like a weird pressure on the front of my head. So when I came up like that, that was weird that came on like that. For a moment there, I mean, like an intense pressure, just like a pressure, but not like a fingers, not like hands, but just like, I can't describe it. It was weird. What's going on? I'm not. Hold that for me, please. What's up, Mama?
I think something moved.
Something moved?
You can tell. Is something okay? No.
I'm not used to seeing you jump like that. So who's here with us? Is that you? Tapping? Is anybody tapping? Did anybody hear that? I definitely heard that. Light should be flashing, it should be solid.
Hey, one of the flashlights just went out.
Flashing, it should be solid. Flashing, it should be solid. Flashing, it should be solid. See, look at it. Now it's... Maybe it's got to need a battery too. You hear like a woo? You hear that? You hear that?
It's coming from like down in the hallway. Like, I think it's near the end. It sounds like it's like
What you getting hits on that meter there? You watching?
Who did I see leaning in the door over there?
Who's doing that? Who went do 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 do? Did you hear the knocking? Right there? Did you hear it? Where was it? Is that you?
No, it was over there.
Did you hear it, Mama? What was that right there that was knocking? It was like... Did you guys hear that noise there? Did you hear that noise? Did you? How can I not hear that noise? I don't know. Okay. Did you hear that too?
I heard that.
That's the ones I heard before. I'm just like, you don't hear it? Because sometimes it'll do things and only certain people will hear it. And that's just the way it is. You either do or you don't. If you hear a noise, say something. Point at it. Because what it's going to be is it's going to be the four of us and we're all going to point in the same direction when we hear it. Okay? That's compelling evidence. We're going to eat up this chocolate and then we're going to get back to food. You know what it sounds like? When you about this. Yeah? Who's here? Right there. You hear the doom? Stop it. I mean, I can feel it in the floor. Do you feel it in the floor? Felt it in the floor? And nobody's moving their feet. Okay, right? So I felt that on the floor.
After you stopped, there was another one that went over there.
You gotta kind of... Did you hear a scoot in the door? Did you hear a scoot? It's like just like that. You got right in that doorway. Did you hear it?
3 footsteps. Dun, dun, dun.
I keep hearing noises right here, next to Carolyn. She's about 6 feet from the wall, and I'm hearing right there.
I felt like somebody was pulling my hair.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when did that happen? Just
Just
now?
now. Yeah. You know, just...
Really? Oh, Mama just got touched. Oh. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
So something pulled your hair just now?
Feels like it sometimes.
Something just pulled Mama's hair. Who pulled Carolyn's hair? Is that the first time something ever touched you? So that's the first time something ever messed with her. So now Mama's had her hair cut. So I heard her scoot in the hallway again. If anyone's here with us, can you make a noise? Did you feel that? In the floor. And there's like right there. 2 knocks. You felt it in the floor. You felt that, right? Did you feel it? You just got a direct response. Definitely 2 taps. Loud enough we heard it and felt it in the floor. You said Tony twice when we were here last time. 2 EVPs in a row, the name Tony. And then Tony died after that. Did you know he was going to die? Nelson was another name that you said last time. And Kate, or Kat. Why did you say those names? It was said twice and then... I thought I just saw something move on that wall. Like a little dark shadow. Very small, about like just move. That's weird. It's weird though that they would be squawking. What time is it? I don't know. 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's still squawking. It's 56.8 degrees in here right now. We're in the classroom, sitting over the pentagram here with the 666 on the floor, getting noises in this classroom, in the hallway at the door. I want something big to happen. I want a big noise. I want a tripod to move. I want these big things here to move. I need something big to happen. A door to slam. Move this crate across the floor. Knock my thermos over. I want to see something move. Is that you?
My legs sitting.
It was like this.
Oh no, I didn't do that. I went like this.
No, you didn't make the noise, what we heard. You heard it, right? Did you hear it? 2 knocks and then 2 knocks? Who knocked? Who's making those knocking noises? Can you do it again? I want to know who moved that tripod last time we were here. Can you do it again? What is different in here? It's darker over there than it was before. That corner is darker than it was before. Something's in that corner. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is it darker over there? Do you see what I'm saying? Is anybody over here? Who's here? Who's in here with us? Can you make these numbers go up? Can you make the numbers on this meter go up? I wonder if this floor is just popping. What was that? Bring a light over here. What is this? Give me my headband. Alright, who opened this fucking door here, you guys? Look. Fuck, man. We didn't open this door, did we?
No.
We did not open this door.
That door was closed.
Who opened this door? Come here. Dang. Did it scare you? Sorry. Sorry, dude.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
Okay, just out in the hallway, and took some pictures. coming back in, and there was like a sound of a marble rolling on the floor. Very interesting. Just changing cameras. And trying to get everything set up again, but very interesting. Went out in the hallway. You hearing that out there? Went out in the hallway to look around in the classroom across the hall. The door was wide open and we shut it. We had it shut. So that was interesting. And hearing a lot of shuffling out there right now. You feeling that cold breeze right there? You feel that? Right here? What does it say? Is anybody here with us? Are you feeling something in your hand right here? I am too.
Like my hands feel like completely cold, like my fingers are numb.
Yeah, I just had like a, when you were like, I forget what you were doing, but I just kind of knew that your hand was having this weird, I had this weird aching. Yeah, I just had like a, when, yeah, I just had like a, when, yeah, I just had like a, when you, who's in here with us? 60, it's up to 60 is the warm spot here. It was at 56. It was at 56 right here. It just went up to 60. Now it's on a 58. And dropping. 58.2. 58.0. 57.9. It was at 60. Now it's dropping. 67.7. 0.6. 0.4. 57.
Did you hear a scoot in the door?
So we heard a smooth, and that was that door pushing across. So that door was, something opened that door. And the funny thing about that is I asked it to slam the door. And so it's kind of like trying to be defiant and do the opposite I asked it to do. I asked it to touch us, and it touched Mama's here. If I say, please don't touch me, will you touch me?
Are you the one making it colder in here?
Yeah, I feel cold in here.
What did I see? Did you see anything back there, or were you going behind her? I just see a little bit of an arc of a, well, I'm seeing a lot of things in this wall. I see a little bit of a slight arch of a white, slight glow.
Who just gave me chill bumps?
I got it, Ted.
Who's giving them the chills? I don't have it. It has a light bulb in it. Maybe it makes you warmer. Ooh, 0.4 and a 0.3, and it's steady at a 0.4 still. 0.40. Down to 0. It's full moon, that's why. Because that moon is bright out there.
It's winter treatment.
It's foggy. Yeah, in the wintertime. It's foggy out there. Real foggy night. Last time we were here, it was real foggy too.
Who pulled my hair?
You hear it over there? No, I don't hear it. That was weird. It sounded like a lot of commotion. Like if you listen to, like the noise of a classroom with everybody talking in it. That's what it sounded like. Like a noisy classroom, muffled from the past. That's what that sounded like. Like two bells. Did you hear it like ding, ding? You did. Did you hear it, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
You heard it too? Two bells? I almost didn't even say nothing, but everybody heard that too. Let's go walk up and down the hallway. Let's walk from one end of the hallway to the other. And bring your meters.
240.
Okay, so we're getting ready. See, I slammed that door out there to get a reaction to wake it up. So we are going to go back out in the hallway. See, I felt a little bit out here. When I first came out, I felt a little something. This door was open. We shut it. And then we heard a... Let's see if the noise is there. What we heard was like... Hey, that stuff was already scraped. Look at it. It did happen. So then this door was all the way open, wasn't it? Because I seen the light through there. So something opened this door, and what we heard out here was like coming from out here. It was down here where I saw the shadow first last time we were here. Let's go see this. This door was shut. This door was shut before, wasn't it? This door was shut. Now it's open? This door don't feel good. We're not going to go in here. This door was shut though, wasn't it?
I think.
Something just resisted that door when I was pushing it. Right about here, it pushed back on me. It was bouncing. We're in the stairwell on the other side of the school. So we're out in the stairwell, slamming a few doors to see if we can wake anything up here. This is the far stairwell. Let's go back in that hallway. We're going to see. Here, let me get in this thing. See, this door is shut. We're just going to verify this. There's no door there, right? Nope. Okay, so that door is shut. This door is shut. We got flashlights in there still lighting that remote. Lighting that remote. Lighting that remote. Lighting that remote. This door is shut. This door is open. Should we shut it? Be careful, don't slip me, buddy. Is anybody here with us? There's nobody in this school. And this is the other staircase. That's one of the infamous drips right there. Let's go back to the classroom. Don't shoot nobody, David.
Oh.
David's got the gun, he's packing heat. This is the only door open. I'm going to shut it to right here, pointing right to that bar. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that down there? What was that in the classroom? What's that in there? Steady, still 0.1, still 0.1, still 0.1, 0. I'm up for new batteries in both of these K2s.
Oh, 1.9.
1.9? Huh?
1.2.
So it's getting big again when I'm coming around, huh? So when I'm moving, when I got up to leave, when I came back, it went up again when I was coming back, huh? I just seen something black, like go across the floor right there. Something black like the size of like a ferret. And kind of like that. Did you not see nothing? Did you see anything right there? It's like a shadow. There was something moved there. And it kind of moved like that, you know. See where that white patch is in the floor?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a dark spot and then there's that white spot. And that left leg there, from like the middle between the two, past that left leg through the light spot. It was very black. It was a very black shadow. It was so black I was like, what? Because that was very, very black.
Black and then shit.
Oh yeah, black and black. Pictures black as black is, darker. Let's walk around the room with the K2 and this.
I got a 0.1 right here.
0.1? Come over here by this doorway. Hide behind. Give me that thing. Where is it? Anybody here with us? Any hits on that? You got 0.1 right here?
You're right here.
0.2. 0.2 still. 0.2. No, 0. It's almost 4 o'clock. We're going to be packing it up. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Will we all survive? The answer lies inside of me and you.